Okay, let me give you guys some more practice. Imagine you've got a packet of sweets here. Inside this packet, there are purple sweets and there are black sweets. You could say that the ratio of purple sweets to black sweets is 2 to 6. But rather than saying the ratio is 2 to 6, it's better to say that the ratio of purple sweets to black sweets is 1 to 3. You see, this ratio here is still valid, but it's better to use this ratio here because it's simpler. So try to avoid using something that's more complex. Use a simpler one of the two. Or you could say that the rate rather than saying the ratio of purple, this is purple here, rather than saying the ratio of purple to black here is 1 to 3. You could say the ratio of black sweets to purple sweets is 3 to 1. So you can either use this ratio or you can use this ratio here. You are allowed to still use this one here, but avoid it because these two are a lot simpler. Okay. Now imagine we've got a packet of sweets here. The ratio is still the same. It's still 3. It's still 1 to 3. So the ratio of purple to black sweets is 1 to 3. You're told that in this bag of sweets here there are 21 black sweets. Your job is to work out how many purple sweets there are in this bag. Okay, but you have to obey this. You have to obey the ratio here. So for every one purple sweet, there are 3 black sweets. So you can well if you think about it, you got to develop your own way of doing this. Remember, you have to obey this ratio here, 1 to 3. Okay, so you can imagine it as being, well, if you have 2 purple sweets, then you're going to have 6 black sweets. If you have 3 purple sweets, then you're going to have 9 black sweets, and 4. If you have 4 purple sweets, then there will be 12 black sweets. And when you get to 21, then in effect you're trying to, well, anyway, develop your own way of doing it. Work out how many purple sweets there are in this bag, and remember, it has to obey this ratio here. For every one purple, there must be 3 black sweets. Okay, so press pause and have a go. Okay, the way I normally do ratios is this. Hang on, you're given 1. The ratio is 1 to 3. Now you're told that there are 21 black sweets. So remember, this represents purple. This represents black. So the black. Well, I'm going to have to try and get to 21 black sweets, and in effect, I am trying to work out x here. You see, when you start here, there's you times by a magical number. You times by a magical number that would take you to 21. You see, well, you start here. You times by a magical number that would take you to 21. Well, you ultimately want to get to the x, so you would start here, and then you times by. The thing is, if you times by this magical number here, you can times by a magical number over here, and then that would take you from here into the x. So you ultimately want to get to the x. But here's the thing: whether if you start here, if you times by 7 over here, you see these two magical numbers here are always the same. So if you times by 7 over here, then you times by 7 over here. You see, well, hang on, let's start again here. Hang on. You've been given the ratio 1 to 3, and you want to get to 21. You see, and you ultimately want to find out x. If you multiply by 7 over here, then you can actually multiply by 7. That would take you into the x here. You see, these two magical numbers here are the same. So well, I know that to get from here to here, I need to times by 7. So if I get 1 times by 7, that would take me into the x. So x is actually 7, because I would start here, times by 7, that would give me x. So well, the thing about ratios, let's say, hang on, bear with me. So this is 21 here and an X here. You could do it like this. This takes you to here and this takes you to here. You could actually do this as well. From here times by a third. Hang on, times by a third here, and then here you can times by the same. This in this case here, this is your magical number here, times by a third. Well, if I want to go in this direction here, I can actually times by a third here, and then that would take. Well, don't worry about this, okay? Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. I will elaborate more on it next time round. But here the answer is 7. So hang on. So here it's 7. So that means that there must be 7 purple sweets. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what that means is for every look at this here. For every 1 purple sweet, there are 3 black sweets. For every 1 purple sweet here, there are 3 black sweets. Here, hang on, 1 purple here. So 3 black here, and then 1 purple here, 3 black here, and then you've got the here. You see the ratio. So look, the ratio is always 1 to 3. Well, anyway, the answer here is 7. Okay.